All right, so for those of you who weren't able to join our Zoom call today, I'm going to make a quick little video explaining some of the things we went over. So we're looking at meiosis in this chapter. So we want to ask this question: what is meiosis? How do I pronounce it? Is it meiosis? No, meiosis. Why do I care about meiosis? How is this important to my life? So meiosis is a process of cell division. So in order to make new cells in our body, our cells divide. So we're always going to start off with a cell, and it's going to do something with its chromosomes. It's going to shift them around, make copies, and eventually we're going to end up with 4 new baby cells. They're called daughter cells. And these new baby cells in meiosis are actually sex cells or gametes. And these sex cells are going to be able to combine with other sex cells in fertilization to create a new offspring or a zygote. So let's take a deeper look at what's going on in each of these steps of meiosis. We'll take a deeper look on Thursday, but let's look at what's actually inside of each of these cells. So we'll start off by looking at a chromosome. So a chromosome is a piece of genetic material that's found inside our cells. So every single cell that you have has a chromosome inside, and packed within this chromosome is actually our DNA, packed really, really tightly together. And it makes up one chromosome. So in each chromosome, there's different genes that are being coded for in each chromosome first. So for example, there could be a spot on here where this chromosome is actually giving the instructions for how to make your eye color or your hair color or your skin color. So chromosomes carry that genetic information. Now, in order for chromosomes to go through meiosis, they actually start off by replicating. Okay, so your first question that you're answering, and you can pause the video if you want to do it at the same time, what does it mean to replicate? Okay, so go ahead and pause the video, answer question number 1 in your notebook or on your computer, and then unpause the video and we'll move on. Okay, so once the chromosome has replicated, that means literally all that happened was here's the original chromosome and it made an exact copy of itself. And so now you have still one chromosome, but now it has 2 identical parts to it. And the way that you can tell if it's 1 chromosome or 2 chromosomes, because some people think this is 2, is by this centerpiece. It's called a centromere. If there's a centromere, that means there's 1 chromosome. Okay, so they're connected by a centromere, so this is all 1 chromosome. It just made an exact copy of itself. So again, here for this chromosome, there's 1 centromere, so that's just 1 chromosome. Okay, so question number 2, how many chromosomes do you see here? Go ahead and answer that on your notebook page. Okay, next, you can pause the video here. So here is a replicated chromosome. So a replicated chromosome it's 2 copies of itself, but it's still 1 chromosome. Okay, so we call each piece of the replicated chromosome a chromatid. Okay, so here's 1 chromatid, here's another chromatid. They're identical pieces of genetic material. So question number 3, how many chromatids do you see here? Pause the video and answer. So in all of your cells, in your hair cells, in your skin cells, in your stomach cells, you get a copy of each chromosome from your mom and a copy of each chromosome from your dad. So on each chromosome, each part of the chromosome has instructions for some trait that you're going to be getting from the chromosome. So it could be, again, hair color, skin color, eye color, things like that. And you have 1 copy from your mom and 1 copy from your dad. And we like to call these homologous chromosomes. Homologous chromosomes are pairs of chromosomes. So one's coming from mom and one's coming from dad. Now, sometimes we draw homologous chromosomes with 2 different colors, but be careful because some textbooks and some descriptions will color the 2 homologous chromosomes the same color, so just be careful of that. But remember, for every type of chromosome, you get 1 copy from your mom and 1 copy from your dad. All right, so question here, how many chromosomes do you see? Use the prior information to help you on this one. Again, how many chromosomes do you see here? Go ahead and count up the total number of chromosomes. Remember, 1 chromosome is going to be 1 piece of DNA. Sorry, not 1 piece of DNA. It's going to be 1 individual piece, just like we saw right here. Okay, and then the last question, why do you think these are in pairs? Remember what we learned about homologous chromosomes and try to decide why are these chromosomes found in pairs.